on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP.
I grew up in the projects. Keisha, Lance Bottoms, a band.
Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that
you got to hit it 5-6 times and then it splits. But you're doing the wrestling team comes out.
Girls pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP.
Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you find me. Is CP still up? I think CP went to bed. Sarah calls this the ran-through song. Alec News Network. Here we go. We're back. We're back. We are. Is CP still awake? Is Yasmin awake? You know it's late over there. I'm here. I don't know how. Shout out to Mr. Darren Roberts. He's got a birthday. Who else had a birthday? Carla. Journey. A couple people had April birthdays. Ira. Clinton got a birthday. Everybody got an April birthday. What's up? I'm here somehow. I don't know how I'm here. I'm not sure how long I'll be here. God dang. We got Canuto. We got Tracey Cortez. Who else we got? I don't know. We got U.S. Open. We got wrestling U.S. Open. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're just gonna jump into it, man. And who is that? Well, you guys can't even see. Who's texting me? I don't know. Let's get into it, man. You know I be going. Oh. God dang! You know I be going quick. I noticed that the live stream works better for me if I go faster. My man David Carr got upset. I'm gonna watch this match later. 6-3. David Carr, you know you're supposed to tear this tournament up. David Carr, what were you doing?
But another stacked division is a male featherweight division at the black belt level as well. You got Mayram coming back into major title contention for the first time in 2026. He's always fun to watch, super dynamic athlete, but there's a number of great athletes in that featherweight division.
Yeah, we got Joao Mendez, the 2025 world champion, Alex and Diego Sodre, Eduardo Dudu, Danilo Moreira. So many great athletes at feather. And every time we talk about the featherweight division, we always talk about how stacked it is. Brasileiros is no exception. And definitely with the addition of Mayram makes it even tougher.
Absolutely. I think there's so many dynamic, explosive athletes in this division that it's really a fan-friendly division to watch as well, right? Welcoming the Sojay brothers in the major title contention is going to be a lot of fun too. Phenomenal guard play out of them. But again, just great athletes as well. And then I think another athlete that we should highlight is Dudu Granzado. Somebody who's just slowly working his way up the ranks. He had a great performance at Pans as well, and he had an amazing performance on the Open circuit in 2026. So I'm excited to watch him.
Yeah, definitely excited to watch Dudu. I think the Sodrays are always really fun to watch. Diego Sodre has gotten silver at the Worlds a couple times. Has had fantastic matches with some of the top black belt featherweights in the world. Alex Sodre is a no-gi world champion. I believe he's a European champion as well. So those guys, every time they go onto the mats at high-level competitions, they're always getting great results.
Absolutely. And we can't brush over Bisnaga as well, right? Joao Mendez.
100%.
He's the reigning world champion at this weight division as well. So he's going to be a tough matchup for anyone he faces. But another stack.
So we got Brasileiros coming up. We got Mr. Rodolfo Vieira. Didn't he have some type of brain thing? You know, not injury, some brain disease. I do recall he had some type of brain disease. I'm not sure if it was similar to what Lovato has. I do believe he had some type of something. I remember some MRI or something or whatever they do with the brain scans. CT? What is that?
Versus Rodolfo Vieira.
You guys know Rodolfo about 35.
There are the middleweights, McConaughey
36.
and Vieira. Moving along to the
Something like that. He
main
might be
card
older.
weights.
He might be 38. It says Bo Bassett beat Aiden Valencia. We might watch that match later too.
I didn't go to a private school where I was supposed to wear a uniform for a
Jiu-Jitsu
reason.
policies are outdated.
And censorship is un-American. If you are paying to go to a gym, if I go to a gym to do yoga, they're not going to force me to wear the same shit as everybody else. Why does it happen in jiu-jitsu? Because it's part of a business model that somebody came up with. someone who probably was an immigrant, and hey, let's make the most money possible. Well, maybe that's an outdated point of view.
He
In
said
New
that,
York,
not
I
me.
was at a very
I was
famous
thinking it,
gym,
though.
and I
He
show
said
up on a
that.
Saturday to train. And I was wearing a thing that it was a white gi because I only had a couple of gis. And the guy, very famous guy, came to me, Ivan, just so you know, on Saturdays we only wear blue gi. I never went back. I was like, fuck this. I'm paying you $200 and you're telling me what I have to wear. I have to now buy another gi.
Yep.
I'm done. So I left. But I feel that it's an insane concept of forcing adults to buy your own stuff, and especially myself. Like I wear the craziest gis, and I want to feel my gi as part of my flow, my personality. I just don't want to feel like I'm in a private school. So I come here to learn jiu-jitsu, wrist lock white belts. I'm gonna wear whatever I want. I didn't go.
I don't got a dog in this fight. Some of you like uniforms. Now, some of you people do need to wear some uniforms. Some of you people be wearing the wrong stuff. You be wearing Dragon Ball Z gis. Orange gi, green gi, pink gi, purple gi. Sometimes you guys be wearing, that's why you get a uniform policy, because some of you guys be wearing the wrong stuff, man. And no-gi, some of them no-gi guys need a uniform policy because they be wearing, God knows what they be wearing. They be wearing superhero outfits. They be cosplaying out there. Of course, we said David Carr lost. We might watch that match. Bo Bassett out there putting in some work. So Bo Bassett's still in high school, but I guess he's going to college soon. Mikey says he submitted himself again.
I just submitted him easy as I just submitted him easy as
Must be one of those slow social media days. It happens to the best of us. I know you guys love Mikey. That Sergio guy's good. Luta, fight. Masters 2 be fighting hard, man. Masters 2, and you only got 5 minutes. Masters 2 be out. I haven't done Masters 2 yet. I need to. They be fighting hard for that 5 minutes. Them guys, you got to beat them guys in 5 minutes. It's tough. Got Mr. Handsome Tuesday out there. Got Marcus Blaze protecting somebody. I don't know who that is. So these kids, you know, they do NCAAs and they do freestyle. protect him. We got Miss Amit Allure, 3 months in now. Where's the baby daddy at? That's the only question I really got. Where the baby daddy at? He look that baby growing. Mika, you missing out on your baby growing. Look at that little hamster. Look at his eyes. He got his mom's eyes right there. He got his mommy's eyes. Oh man. He got his mommy's eyes. Shout out to her. Where your daddy at? All right, they look cute, right? They look good right there, though. He look handsome right there. He does look handsome right there. Abi, where your man at? She might be looking for another man soon. Kyle Dake gets the pin. With the quarter Nelson. I don't know where her man is. Now, if she had a Jewish husband, he would be at home paying the bills. If she had married a Jewish guy, he would be at home. He wouldn't be in Brazil right now. He'd be at home paying the bills, making sure she was taken care of. But, it is what it is, man. She decided that. I don't want to play that video. We got Mr. Mikey Musamechi with the seminar, Nogi Masterclass, and plus meet and greet. You guys want to meet and greet Mikey? Go ahead. It's going to be May 9th on a Saturday, 12 to 2. Go ahead. Pure Mixed Martial Arts. Who else going to be
Hey guys, it's Mikey Musamichi here, and I'm super excited to announce I'm going back home to Jersey, the land of the 732. I'm going to be teaching the first UFC BJJ seminar ever, and I'm super excited. All Taylor, ham, and pork roll people are welcome to this seminar. Yes, both groups are welcome. Please come support me and hang out. It's going to be a Q&A. We're going to have a meet and greet, and there's going to be a lot of cool jiu-jitsu in this seminar. I'm super excited to see you guys and to be back home. May 9th, Nogi. Hey guys, it's Mikey Musamichi.
My Jersey people, you guys going to be over there? Who is this? Bo Bastard. We already saw Bo Bastard. We saw this match. Bro, Bo Bastard don't stop, bro. Push out. That's 1 point. These guys keep getting pinned. I'm not sure how they're getting pinned. Oh, and parterre. Oh no, he definitely got pinned. He was doing okay. Not really, but
low key, I wanted to.
I don't want to play that. Mr. Izaki, cousin Izaki from Brazil, he says, a leader to athlete, basically. He says, I train, teach, and live jiu-jitsu every day. Amidst so many commitments, balancing the routine of athlete and leader has never been simple until now. With my new platform has arrived to transform this organization, bring more clarity and control to every day. Whether you're a gym owner or an athlete, everything becomes easier when management works in your favor. I train, teach, and live jiu-jitsu every day. Okay. What kind of new app or something? Don't buy these people's app. Don't buy these people's apps. We got this girl. What is it? Grace Bullen. So she's out of Norway. I forget. I think she's from Sudan or somewhere, but represents Norway. She's okay. Now she was doing good at the Olympics, but she did something. I forget who she was fighting. She tried to be fancy and do a takedown. She did a fancy move. It got reversed. She was doing good at the Olympics too.
Looking for the trip, and she takes her over to her back. And just what we were saying, Grace Bullen has done it. Are you kidding me?
I'm not sure if she's from Sudan. I can't remember where she's from. David Carr was doing good. I was hoping he would win, but maybe he can fight for third. That's a nice last double. He's been training with JB. Oh, yeah. Day one jiu-jitsu, there was something. Look at day one jiu-jitsu looking nice over there. All right. Nice mat space. I do like the high ceilings, man. That's something we got to work more with, the high ceilings. I like that. Nice space. Look at that mat space. Are those Fuji mats? They might be Fuji mats still. They look like Fuji mats. They don't like Fuji mats over here. I wish Jimmy Pedro or what's up, Chef and Toast? You guys roaches out. I wish Jimmy Pedro or Travis Stevens would come on the live stream and defend themselves. All right, look at day one. All right, that looks nice. They're gonna have a lot of white. Look, the bathroom looks good though. Don't that look? They got the '90s aesthetic with the black tile. That's from the '90s. That black tile. Anybody else remember that '90s black tile back in the day? All right, that looks like a nice bathroom. Yeah, look at that. All right, I might have to go check out their bathroom. I'm not gonna go over there to train. I'm just gonna check out the bathroom. Oh, do they own that building? I don't know if they own that building, but that's a nice building. They got parking too. Now we never talk about parking. We never ever talk about parking. Some of these schools ain't got no park, especially California. I ain't gonna name any names, but when I go to California, what's up? You remember that tile mush? That black tile? I miss the '90s, that kind of aesthetic. Yeah, like a lot of black tile and woods and different they had different stuff back in those days. Glass was everywhere back in the '90s. Glass tables, glass shelves, everything was glass back then. I miss that tile. We might need to bring it back. It was more like a bachelor kind of thing. I think more bachelors had that black tile. You didn't really see it too much in families, but now we never talk about parking. That's something that's important because some of these places ain't got no parking. Shout out to California because you can't park in California. Then the street cleaning comes and gives you a ticket. Yeah, usually bad parking and sketchy bathroom. Yeah. So if you want some students, have some parking and have a good bathroom. And there you go. All right, that's nice. Look at that. That's a nice little lot there. I don't know how many spaces you got over there, but you can put enough parking for everybody. All right, now I'm not sure what part of town I see some graffiti that looks like the utilities or something. I see the graffiti on the street though. So I'm not sure how sketchy or not that location is, but you can make do. Now don't be sitting outside talking to girls or anybody. You might need to get to your car. Yeah, it looks nice, man. Look at that. Look how they're doing, man. We got the Baja Bus. We got Miss Brittany Reiner, Brittany Reiner, right? I mess up her name all the time. Now, where LL Snap at? Cause he likes girls like these. That's the kind of girls he likes. That's the bromie. The bro and the homie. The gromie. That's who LL Snap, LL Snap likes studs. He be trying to make us, I don't know about that though. That's too close to being a I don't know about that one, man. I don't know.
Come on, you're gonna love it.
Says trying to get my wife to do BJJ.
All right, fine.
Okay. That's what most.
Wake up. Wake up. Gabe, wake up. Wake up.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. You know what he got?
Come on, you're gonna.
That's what Mush need. He need a girl to choke him out on that's Sarah's uncle. That might be Sarah. That might be Sarah and her man. Sarah is a white belt though. That could be Sarah. Sarah, what's your husband's rank? Sarah. That's what Mush need. He need him a judo girl. The battle bonnet. I guess she busy. She should be training. She really do need to train though. She need to get it. Look, that's Sarah with the white belt on. That's Sarah. That's Sarah. We got some Dapper Dan. He says, never let your lower self ruin your life or run your life. Either one.
Lesson that I ever learned from those three people, my father, Malcolm, and the guy who taught me about gambling. And that lesson was never let your dick beat you hustling. When you allow your lower self to take charge of your life, disaster is going to follow.
That's a mic drop right there.
I was about to say, do we call that a mic drop?
That's
that felt like a mic drop.
That's a mic.
The most important lesson that I ever learned from those three people, my father, Malcolm, and the guy who taught me about gambling. And that lesson was never let your dick beat you hustling. Ooh. When you allow your lower self to take charge of your life, disaster is going to follow.
That's a true. Mic drop right there.
I was about to say, do we call that a mic drop?
That
felt like a mic drop.
Ah, dang. Listen to that, young guys. Listen to that.
Let's do the airlines and grocery stores. Starting off with Delta. Delta's definitely Whole Foods. Neither one is offering anything extra, but they're going to sell you this banana and say it's premium, and you're going to pay extra for it because they said so. Spirit Airlines. Spirit is a Save-A-Lot of the skies. Spirit looks cheap, and then you get to the counter, and then they start rigging everything up, and you realize that this is the only thing you can bring on for free. Your carry-on bag is $65, and they don't take EBT. Premium price, definitely not premium. United. United flies everywhere. They have the most routes. You know who else is everywhere that's premium price? Publix. Publix is everywhere. Publix is literally across the street from Publix. Southwest. Southwest is obviously Trader Joe's. The people who love it are locked in. There's no system here, but somehow they make it work. No grocery list, no seat assignment. You'll figure it out once you get inside. I didn't want to do this because I fly American, but American is the Walmart of the skies. It's not about the experience, it's about the outcome. And just like you can count on Walmart always being open late, you can always count on American getting you there. Late. Frontier Airlines. Frontier, Family Dollar. Not only do you got to fight with a homeless man outside of Family Dollar, you got to fight once you get inside Family Dollar. It's the same with Frontier. You got to fight with the gay agent that's trying to get a $20 commission off your carry-on bag, and you got to fight with the people on the plane once you get on there.
Yeah, JetBlue.
JetBlue would have to be Audi. I mean, I think they're both slept on. They give you a decent product at a decent price. Granted, they're not everywhere, but the people that know. Let's do the airlines and grocery stores.
His eyebrows were moving. You ain't missing nothing now. Publix do have, they got like the hot bar, Well, here in Atlanta, they got a little bit more stuff in their Publix. And if you go to Florida, that's what you definitely go see Publix in Florida. I don't see nothing else in Florida. What else they got in Florida? All I see is Publix over there. They ain't got no Kroger. They do have Wawa. I believe they have Wawa. What you guys definitely got Wawa in PA. There's Grace Bullen. Look at her. All right.
Between trainings, you need recovery. What is this recovery? A lot of people don't understand what is this recovery. A lot of people call it like massage, straight, supplements. Like for me, recovery is sleep.
Sleep,
yeah. Most important things. Between trainings, like at least 2-3 hours. All my life, I was like daytime, I was sleeping. Like from maybe 11 to 1, maybe 12 to 2, maybe 2 to 4, Between trainings, you have to sleep because you train so hard morning, 2 hours, and night, you have to train 2.5. You need rest, you have to rest. A lot of people, they use like morning, they train, go work, because most of the people, they have to make money, Not every fighters can like just don't work, and they have to, they're not focused. They working, training. It's 50-50, If you want to make between trainings,
you gotta sleep.
You need recovery.
When you training really hard, and I don't know if when you training really hard, you gotta sleep. If you gotta train more, if you train twice a day, you gotta hit that afternoon, a little quick nap, at least 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes longer. When you really training, you in that grind, you gotta sleep. You gotta recover. That's the only time you're gonna recover, when you sleep. Now, some jiu-jitsu people, they be playing video games. They need to be resting and maybe studying, but they be playing video games. But you can't beat sleep, man. Ethan Krinelstein says he gonna be fighting in 3 weeks. Now, he was begging for a match. I guess it worked. He was begging for that UFC BJJ. Now, he might have to do something with Claudia to get... He probably had to do some stuff with Claudia to get that match. But, hey, listen, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. If you want to get on UFC BJJ, Claudia wants you to do something. Much never had that luxury. The luxury of Claudia or luxury of sleeping? Which one you talking about, Mush? He ain't had the luxury of Claudia. Well, it's probably for the best, Mush. You might not be the same after that. Sleeping. Well, I mean, a lot of guys, well, at least back in the day, they were going to school and working, so you just had to be. Well, in those cases, you didn't get no sleep. Mush said neither. There's still time, Mush. Well, if you, well, I mean, it's not impossible. Like, say you work and you train in the morning, go to work afterwards. I mean, as long as you had a little break somewhere in that before you train again, you could probably do it. Now, you can't do that very long, though. You can skip the sleep and all that, but you're not gonna last very long. You're gonna break down eventually. I'm saying, like, if you say you had the perfect training, you're training early, get that little nap in, go back to training, that would be perfect. Agan, I think his name is Owen. I don't understand how that's Owen, but I think the proper pronunciation is Owen. He gonna be in Polaris June 6th. All right, watch out. Well, protect your legs, everybody.
Yo, so I saw the Michael movie and the review is coming. I saw the Michael movie and there was a moment in there real quick, you know what I'm saying, when Michael's in the pool and he mentions Prince. And, it's always Michael or Prince, Michael or Prince, Michael or Prince. They always talk about that because they were, you know what I'm saying? They were who they were. I don't even need to say anything. It's funny, I was looking at the number one albums of 1984, and I found out that it was only 5 number one albums that whole year on Billboard. Only 5 albums made it to number one in 1984. Thriller was number one for the first 15 weeks of 1984. Then Footloose was number one for like
that was a hard one to beat.
I think 10. And then Huey Lewis in the News was number one for 1 week. Bruce Springsteen was number one. We were Born in the USA for 4 weeks. And then the remaining 22 weeks of the year, Purple Rain was the number one album on Billboard. So those two iconic. But the Prince and Michael debate. Now, growing up as a kid in real time, seeing them both, of course, I wanted to be Michael Jackson. Like, I wanted the move, I wanted the dance moves, I wanted the glove, I wanted to be moonwalking, I wanted the penny loafers, I wanted the red jacket, and I also wanted the Thriller jacket. Like, it was just, Michael was Michael. Michael was just eternal at that point. You know what I'm saying? He was everywhere. He was everywhere all at once. And during that time, like, that was during the Thriller time, I think that was my intro to Prince. And then further, it was like the 1999 album came out and Little Red Corvette. And I'm just like, yeah. But when Purple Rain came out, now I wanted to be Prince. Even though he didn't dress like I would prefer myself to dress, I was like, yo, this dude is the epitome of cool. Because now, what I didn't get from Michael, he was shy. He was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, women wanted him, but it was like, is he good around the ladies? I don't know. Prince, though, when I see him riding his motorcycle and he got Apollonia riding with him, and you got to purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka, I'm just like, yo, this dude is, I want to be on a motorcycle with a bad woman holding me as we ride through the city. Like, I wanted to be Prince as a boy that was musically talented and, you know what I'm saying, making women fall in love with me. Like that. Like, and I'ma love them back. It was more of an exchange. And I was just like, damn, I want to be both of these cats. I don't know who but man, I'm telling you, Purple Rain, I was just like, yo, in that moment, I was like, yo, Prince is the coolest man of all time. He's mysterious. He's like, even though I'm like, I know I can't pull them boots off.
Nah, you can't.
But I want to be riding a motorcycle in some dark colored clothing.
Baby crying.
With a bad woman holding me tight.
Who baby crying?
That's where I was at that time, man. But they were both like legendary, iconic, and you know, man, what a time. You know what? I want to add this too, and I figured out what it is. Prince was grown. Even though I was a kid then, I was like 7. Prince was grown. That was the difference between Michael and Prince. Michael had that childlike innocence and that shyness and that, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was a shy kid, I didn't want to be shy. I didn't want to be shy with the girls. I wanted to be Prince with the girls. You gotta purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Just playing a prank with the utmost confidence and like, yeah, I want this girl, but I'm gonna play a prank on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, that was like, yo, I want to be, because Purple Rain was grown. Purple Rain was rated R. It was like, I wasn't even supposed to have been watching it. I seen Apollonia's breasts.
That was a Purple Rain?
And Michael's always going to come from a youthful, family friendly, even though Thriller was scary as hell, family friendly vibe, you know what I'm saying? He kept that throughout, but Prince was grown, and it was like, even at 7, I wanted to be grown out here with the women.
At 7 years old, that was a little too much.
That's what really resonated with me with Purple Rain. It was just like, oh, we grown now.
At 7?
We grown now. I was purified in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Yo, so
I like that Sade picture up there. Anybody going to see the new Michael Jackson movie? I'm thinking about it. Day One Jiu-Jitsu grand opening. They got Mateus Denise, Bernardo Faria, and Marcus Tinoco. That might be interesting. It's this Saturday.
Over the last few years, I fell in love deeply with the art of wrestling, and I've committed myself to develop my skills, and I wanted to put it to the test because I love it, because I respect it. I'm a father now. I have 4-year-old twins. They're coming up on 4. I would love for my son to wrestle one day in school and pursue that path. And now I can talk to him about my wrestling experience. I wrestled in college. You know, I'm here. Like, it just gives me more to offer. And I want to have the most knowledge, experience, lessons learned, scars on my face, body broken, leave nothing left in the tank. You know, empty it all. Give everything you got. And that's the more that you can give back to everybody else. My message is this: never stop challenging yourself. Never lose your fire, your warrior spirit. That's who we are. Don't get too comfortable. You know, get out there. If you think it and you feel it, you got to go for it. And you will not regret it. Who knows how many people around you will be inspired by you.
That's Lovato,
so
if you don't know.
There's no way you can quantify the effect that you can have as long as you keep going to be the best you can be and keep challenging yourself.
Test, probably
you can, impact so many. And that's what I try to stand for, set the example for my students, and just live as a martial artist. I got to shout out my wife. She's at home taking care of the babies these couple of days. She supports me in all my crazy missions. I'll never stop, and she's come to understand that, and I can't thank her for her support enough. Also, big shout out to my coach, Nicholas Heflin. He's a beast. He's my student. I'm his student. He's always helping me. And shout out to the whole OCU wrestling team, all my boys there, Coach Piccolo. Love you guys. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you. Over the last few years, I felt.
I think he also was wrestling at the U.S. Open. Stefan Mikic said he might be going to MMA. He might have to fight, what's the kid? What's the influencer kid that I can't stand? What's that kid's name? Giorgio.
My last name Blick, so I'm picking the tool up. Blick.
It was not Dominique Cruz. My bad, Dominique Cruz. Armand versus Mikey. I don't really care for this match. We got a meet over here. She missing her boo thing.
And me, you're not supposed to be eating that. You're not supposed to be eating
Amit and Laura, you need to get back on your diet. Got Mr. Jao Meow. He know he be winning everything in Masters. Running to a bolo? That's not fair. We got we got the homie that's with the Korean girl, Chloe Kim. Is that her name? I guess they still. Now, I'm not a big fan of putting your relationship out on social media. That seems to be rule number 1. Don't put your relationship out on social media. But I guess they're still going strong. Shout out to them. All right. She found somebody on her level. She got the 2 girls. All right. Oh, there's whatchamacallit? What's my kid? What's the guy's name? What's that kid's name? I can't remember his name right now. The the sprinter. What is that guy? I can't remember his name for some reason. Alrighty. What is that guy's name? I can't remember his name for some reason. The sprinter. The 100-meter sprinter. Noah Lyles. Yeah, Noah. What's up, Noah? He cut his hair? No, don't cut your hair, man. You didn't cut his hair. Netanyahu, I never say his name right. He says he got treated for early stage Prostate cancer. All right. Oh, he didn't say nothing? Okay. I don't know if that's true or not. Let me not like that. Might not be true.
Now 65, we can pull that in. This is probably the craziest weight class, I think, in terms of potential champions. As you look at this, McKenna, Vito, Aiden Valencia, Mendez, Hardy, Bassett, Bartlett, Suriano is a crazy, crazy top 8. As you look at this field, do you think there's a strong favorite, and if so, who?
I don't think there's a strong favorite just because everybody's so experienced here. But, I mean, it's really hard to bet against Bo Bassett.
Yeah.
Bo is so good, and he's just getting better and better. And so I think that any of the top 6 guys could win this thing. But, I mean, Aiden Valencia is a 3 seed, he's a national champ. Vito Araujo is a 2 seed, he's a world champ.
Yes.
And, Joey obviously is one of my good friends too. So, I mean, I think this could be, it'll be crazy.
Does the path for Bo concern you at all, knowing, Rich Lovett, what's up? Knowing that Bo would have to go through Aiden Valencia, then Vito, and then whoever emerges from the top side, that's probably the toughest path you could draw up.
Bo has Aiden Valencia, then Vito.
6'3", and then the 2, likely.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't concern me because he's in such good shape, and he's just gonna go scrap and wrestle hard. And I feel like the more guys he wrestles at the senior level, he's just gonna keep learning and getting better and better. But like I said, it's not a guaranteed. I mean, any of those guys could win. So, but
did you ever wrestle around with Bo? You felt like his hands?
I wrestled him maybe 3 or 4 years ago. He was tough. I wrestled him and Jax actually at the compound.
Oh wow!
And Jax is unbelievable too. He was taking me down. He was what, 15 years old or something.
He was?
Yeah.
How'd he
16.
get you? Do you remember?
Probably a slide by.
Yeah. Dang.
But yeah, those guys are awesome.
Now 65, we can pull.
My man Jason Knopf been chilling, man. He ain't even really trying to wrestle that hard. Owen Jones gonna be at Polaris too. Day 1, grand opening. A-Rod. Who sent this to me? It must have been CP. I blame CP for sending this to me. I guess she's not at Dream Art anymore. Who sent this to me? Not that I'm upset. A-Rod, I don't know. Let me plead the 5th real fast. Let me plead the 5th. She they said, is this Amber Rose? Is that Amber Rose? You guys remember Amber Rose? Remember when she was dating Kanye, then Wiz Khalifa, and then the one dude that wasn't as famous as those guys? And I don't know who she with now.
Oh, whoa! That's Amber Rose without makeup? Can you imagine thinking you bagged Amber Rose only to wake up the next morning and realize you're laying next to Colin Hanks? I thought she was black this whole time. Turns out she's just white with chocolate chips. God damn. No wonder why she voted for Trump. They probably met while they were getting spray tans. Bro! Whoa! That's maybe. Amber Rose without makeup? Can you imagine thinking you bagged Amber Rose?
Some of you guys, that might be all some of you guys ever gonna get right there. That's all some of you guys gonna get. You guys will be happy to get that. I wish, and I'm not even joking. That's all some of you guys gonna get. You better enjoy it. You better enjoy it.
One of the craziest things happened during this training camp is so we announced the White House card, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I never really had sponsors. I had the one sponsor, which is Suitably, the suit company. That's the only sponsor I really had. And then I got one recently too. It's called Regenerate.
Okay.
It's like this supplement product.
Okay.
And then I got the biggest money sponsor ever. It was a gambling company. They wanted to pay me 10 G's a month, bro. I turned it down, man. No gambling, no alcohol. Guys, listen, I know if there's anybody on this stream, if you ever got anybody's interested in sponsoring, I think almost everything, as long as it's halal, as long as it's not gambling or alcohol or anything like that. No strip clubs, no
Can I
things
be
like
honest,
that.
bro?
Yeah.
I have a gambling deal.
No.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things happened during.
Yeah, we don't don't like gambling. I don't have any gambling sponsors. I don't plan on ever having gambling sponsors. Now, some of your favorite grapplers, they sponsored by gambling sites. So just keep that in mind next time. I don't support gambling. I tell you guys to stay healthy. That's all I ever tell you guys. Okay, yeah, we already saw this.
One more game.
Brittany Griner. Well, you know, some of you guys. That's for LL Snap. We got Ted Day over here. I think that's Victor. That's Shaolin. That's Shaolin right there. Hey, oh! That's Ollie. R.I.P. to Ollie. He passed away last year. Yeah, Ollie passed away, man. Shaolin got tossed like that.
Yeah, baby, best believe when you make it, make money, get popping, motherfucker in your city hate you the most. I go to my old gym up here, but they can't stand my motherfucker who I used to talk to every day when I was broke. They don't even say hello no more.
I think it's you.
But I still pop in that motherfucker. You gotta pop out sometime and show motherfucker what you're really about and what you got. You gotta have a big ego. Fucking humble. Fuck humble. For what? Huh? When you was broke and they talked this shit, it wasn't no humble. But now I got an ego because I'm successful. Fuck out of here. Yeah, baby, best believe when you make it, make money, get popping, motherfucker in your city hate you the most. I go to my old gym up here.
I think it's you, Bugsy. I think it's you. It could be the haters, but it could also be Muggsy. Now you know that money though went to Muggsy's head. That money. Danny Chopper likes Muggsy.
When I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. There's no taking me out of the zone, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or 10 minutes.
Nah, you like it. You got one supporter over here. JT got a nice team over there. We might watch his video he got. Miss Sarah Hildebrandt, she got herself a brother. Not me though. I'm not the brother she got, but should be me. She out here at the U.S. Open too.
Good job. Fighting. Come up. Good job. Hide the second lever forward. Good, keep it serious. Good eye. Yes, up. Heavy. Fight. Good job. Fight. Good. Up. Fight. Get the second leverage point hidden. Yep. Fight in.
Yes.
Get ready to come up. You gotta come up. Higher. High hips win. Serious.
Nice.
Come on, serious. Come on, kick out. Serious. Fight.
Keep going.
Okay, fight heavy. Moving with your hips. Fight.
Nice. We got Boosie out here. Boosie too old to be on this trampoline. He's too old to be out there. That's a liability. Oh no, Boosie, no. He's too old to be doing that. That was at the Hawks game. Boosie too old to be doing that. Boosie ain't ran in a couple decades. He ain't ran in a couple decades.
This might be a jiu-jitsu hot take, but I like when people tell me I'm strong. Hell yeah, I am, dog. We outside now. Maybe you should just get stronger. Maybe you should just get better at jiu-jitsu. maybe you shouldn't be so weak. Not my fault, my dude. I'd be out here training. I'd be out here lifting. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it.
Is he a
Hell
purple
yeah,
belt?
dog.
What kind of
I'm
gi
strong
is
as
that?
shit, son.
And what kind of energy
This
drink
might be
is
a
that?
jiu-jitsu hot take, but I like when people tell me I'm strong.
Is that AI? That might be AI.
Did you fear for your life?
She accused former Michigan head coach Sharon Moore of breaking into her home and threatening her with knives. Now, Paige Shivers speaks out.
You think you should have gone to jail?
Nobody's always gonna cry on you. Watch out,
University
Mush.
of Michigan about this relationship?
On Good Morning America.
Watch out,
Did you
Mush.
fear for your life?
She accused former Michigan head
Them snow bunnies always gonna cry on you, Mush. You better watch out. What's up, Sarah? Sarah, we been good, Sarah. Now them snow bunnies gonna them snow bunnies they'll twist the truth up. They'll twist that truth bonnet game. Somebody's calling Sarah the battle bonnet. Now the white girls they'll start crying some fake tears on you. I be trying to warn Mush. And Danny Chopper like to play with fire though, so I can't help Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper, why you ratting people out, bro? Danny Chopper, why you ratting people out over here? Don't rat your brothers out. We got Mr. Don Bell. I guess I'm teaching at Legion. He done took Andre's spot. I trained at Legion one time. It was nice. Danny Chopper. Oh, we ain't playing that. What do I care about? Date. Let me stop. See, I don't want to hear nobody say that I'm insensitive. I'm sensitive. Let me skip. I was about to play a video. Let me skip that. Got Miss Alexandria. She got a tech phone? All right. What kind of throw was that? That's who me should be facing off against, but her husband is in Brazil doing something, God knows what. Jiu-Jitsu versus Muay Thai. Not that goal. Not that goal. Not that goal. I thought Jiu-Jitsu didn't work against MMA. I thought Jiu-Jitsu didn't work against MMA. Jiu-Jitsu don't work. I heard that's what everybody keeps saying. Alright, it was working right there. There's Grippo. We can't play too much Grippo because somebody over here will stop us. Now, we do got Tracey Cortez. We're going to play a video about Tracey Cortez, though. She's Mexican?
126, the official weight for Tracey Cortez.
Don't say that, Danny Chopper. Maybe you can change it. Maybe you can change her, Danny Chopper. That's not a no. That is not a no. Now you do need to watch out for these fighting girls, though. These fighter girls, what's I gonna play over here? We do, one of our, so we got Tracey Cortez, she's on the thumbnail. We also got Mr. Renato Canuto. Mr. Canuto! No, Mr. Canuto. We'll read some comments and then we'll go find the article and Is it on USADA? Where he pop on? So it's always a Brazilian. When the Americans gonna pop? Brazilians, you guys need to defend yourselves over here. BJJ world champion Renato Canuto. Did he win worlds? He didn't win gi rolls. Maybe no gi rolls. Renato Canuto suspended after positive test for focus enhancing PED. Wait a second. Adderall? What was he on? Another one bites the dust. So we need to see what's going on. Renato says that's crazy. LOL. Someone says, so you're telling me I can't compete if I take ADHD and ADD meds? You're supposed to have your doctor prescription. Now, Aaron Brooks got in trouble for that. Now, you know that Adderall, that Vyvanse, whatever that crap is, that is a performance enhancer. You get more focus, appetite suppressant, so you can cut more weight. That's not fair. That's cheating. Someone said, what drugs so I can absolutely not take it for work? I keep telling you, these guys, you don't know what these guys are taking. These guys will take anything. And didn't I play that video where the one dude killed himself? Unalived himself? Didn't I play that video? He was taking the fat burning peptide or whatever. And that was only tested on rats. Remember that? He thought it was a good idea to inject himself. And he didn't just inject a little bit. That's the issue with these guys. These guys are addicted. So they're not going to try a little bit. They're going to try a little bit of everything. And then next thing you know, their head gets to this big. Earphones don't even fit on their head no more. Earphones got to go all the way out to put their head in there. Fake news, too much creatine. Just let everyone juice. It's all fair. If you let all these people juice, they gonna kill them, unalive themselves for YouTube. Look at Gordon Ryan. These guys will sell their soul out here for a medal, for IBJJF medal. So let's see exactly what did he get caught for? Oh, my back. Let's see. What did he get caught for? What did my man get caught for over here? We just got to go to the website. Oh, here it is right there. Thank you. Let me read this really quickly. We've got a little bit of time left. The grappling and MMA community was caught off guard this week. I mean, every week somebody get caught. We had Roosevelt got caught last week. Who gonna get caught next week? It's just a matter of time. BJJ world champion Renato Canuto was suspended following a failed drug test connected to his recent appearance under the Tough Enough promotion. What was that? That was an MMA event. The positive test came shortly after Canuto's dominant win in Las Vegas when he stopped Dylan Aparis via first round TKO. The substance flagged in the test was modafinil, known for its ability to increase alertness, sharpen focus, and reduce fatigue. He was performance enhancing. You don't know what these guys taking, man. I don't know what these guys taking. I just look at them like, dang, I gotta fight that guy? What the heck? Can I get a weapon, please? Can I get a sword? These guys be on some stuff. A lot of times this stuff's not approved and they're taking too much of a dosage. I worry about these guys. Yeah, for modafinil. And that is not prescribed. No doctor's prescribing you that shit. Yo, doc, can I get something to help me have super laser-like focus? Nah, man, you need to go out there like everybody else. The thing is, you probably would be able to get through the more training sessions, but in doing so, you would take even more damage. So there's no free lunch. So you can only push your body so hard. Your ligaments, your joints, your muscles. Actually, your muscles can take a lot of damage, but the ligaments ain't taking that much damage. Cartilage, you can't regrow that cartilage. They got something for that. They got some experimental stuff. Unfortunately, some of these guys don't care. And it's different when you're young. When you in your early 20s, you don't care. You're not thinking about longevity. But once you hit 30, 40, oh snap! I better slow this down. I'm trying to live. A lot of my Brazilian homies, especially, they not here for a long time. They here for a good time. And they're gonna pay for it, man. I hate this. I tell her what I say. Hey, stay off this stuff. You don't need this crap. Have you looking like T? Which T? The letter T? Hosha? Who's T Hosha? Yeah, there ain't no free lunch out here. And these guys be looking crazy. They head be big. Does nobody else see how big these people's heads? My head's already big enough. I can't afford it. If my head get I already got a big head. I can't do nothing. Alec, you okay? Yeah. You can see me thinking. The 23-year-olds look 40. Yeah, that's true. They be kind of looking bloated. They don't look good. They look bloated. Now, Carol said I look sick today. Carol said I look great today. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you, Carol. Carol be trying her best to troll me, but she try her best. Modafinil, I have no idea. We'll look and see what that is. It's known for its ability to increase alertness, sharpen focus, and reduce fatigue. That's performance enhancing. While it does not build strength or explosiveness, which you don't really is useful, they got other stuff for that. Yeah, all this for amateur sport. Yeah, it's true. That is true. I'm with Mush, man. At a certain point, just get a regular job. Just get a regular job. You're gonna have better benefits, and you don't need to kill yourself. Well, hopefully you don't have to kill yourself for your job. It does not build strength or explosiveness, but gives you sharpened focus. That seems to help too. Its effect on mental performance has made it a controversial topic in combat sports, especially in disciplines like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where timing and decision-making are everything. Following the news, Canuto released a public statement addressing the situation in full. Did he put this on his own? I'd rather see his words on that, though. The thing is, he don't even compete in IBJF no more. UFC, he's at UFC BJJ. They'll give him a slap on the wrist. So Canuto said, I want to address the recent notice of my temporary suspension issued by the Nevada Athletic Commission following a drug test related to my March 13th, 2026 bout. The test identified the presence of modafinil and its metabolite. I want to be clear, I do not dispute these findings, and I fully accept the commission's process and any outcome that follows. I have notified the Nevada Commission in writing today that, however, it is very important to me to state that I never knowingly or intentionally used any banned substance. He gonna say his wife, I don't think BJJ is sanctioned. Now, IBJF is not a signatory of the USADA, so that means IBJF, I don't know if they can report. Maybe they can choose to report stuff. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I need to look it up. But I don't think they have to listen to USADA. So, they might be able to work out some deals. Like if you come out, if you just admit that you were guilty, they'll take 1 year off of there. I don't believe. Yeah, I don't know if Jiu-Jitsu sanctioned. Probably not. He says, I never intentionally did this. Doesn't this remind you of Mr. Braulio Estima, where he said somebody spiked his water bottle? He said somebody spiked my water bottle right after the tournament or right during the tournament or something like that. Man, get out of here. He says, sometimes these guys be using masking agents too. That's what they be caught for. That's what my man Aaron Brooks allegedly got caught for. Sometimes they be using that masking agent pop. And you don't even hear you don't know what they were really on. You just see they just catch the masking agent. That's true. He's gonna be doing jiu-jitsu tournament tomorrow. He gonna be on PGF or UFC BJJ or something. He gonna be on somebody's card. I mean, this is a circus out here. all these motherfuckers done failed tests left and right. Some of these guys failed multiple tests. Felipe Pena done failed 2 tests before. You failed 2 tests. You didn't learn your lesson the first time? God dang. Where my Brazilians at? I love my Brazilians. Man, I thought I was going to get away with it, man. But they got me again. He says, I never intentionally used the banned substance, nor did I seek to gain any unfair advantage. Well, that modafinil, I'm going to look that up and see exactly what that is. I don't know what this stuff is. I'm learning with you guys. I'm like, oh, they got something for that. Oh, these guys got to take 20 pills. They can't even, these guys got to take about 30 pills just to be normal. What kind of life is that? What kind of life is that, man? He says, based on my own review and subsequent information, that sounds like when Andre Galvao found himself innocent after a review. I believe the result was caused by a dietary supplement I had previously used. Now, listen, people. If you go to USADA website, they tell you the supplements you can use. USADA tell you exactly the supplements you can use. Now, if you go and you try these crazy supplements, some of these crazy supplements, you don't know how they made that stuff. So go to USADA. They tell you the products you can use, the supplements. Now, you're not going to get the same effects that you used to from this other stuff. You ain't going to get that kind of effect. You just going to have to work hard. He says, dietary supplement that I previously used might be the cause. Like many athletes, I rely on supplements to support training and recovery. And I made what I believe were careful and responsible choices, reviewing labels and relying on representations on the company's website. Go to USADA. They got everything on USADA. He said they can just take NSF approved supplements. That's true. They can also test your supplement. So if you say, hey, it's my supplement, they'll test your supplement. Now, when they don't find nothing in that supplement, you got some explaining to do. When they test your supplement and there's no modafinil or whatever, plutonium, vibranium, if there's none of that in there, you in trouble. This even included a World Anti-Doping Agency logo on the website. Unfortunately, it now appears that the product may have contained a compound related to modafinil that was not clearly disclosed. I have underwent multiple tests in the course of my career after winning my Worlds title. Did he win Worlds? What belt he won Worlds at? At least try, yeah, at least and must have cap. He says, I take full responsibility for what I put in my body. This experience has reinforced how critical it is to go beyond labels and marketing claims, or just go to the website that tells you that's approved. That's easy right there. If you take it, listen, if you're at the point where you need those supplements, you better go and do the proper research. Not like this guy. He said they had a sticker. He said the sticker, who cares about the sticker? The sticker don't mean, go and see on that website, USADA approved, NSF approved, whatever approved. That sticker could be photoshopped on there. He says the supplement in question was taken days before my fight, and I had no intention whatsoever to enhance my performance improperly. I might be with much on that. That might be cap right there. He said he's fully committed to clean competition and upholding the integrity of the sport. This sport don't have integrity. I appreciate the support I received and will continue to cooperate with the commission As the process moves forward, I can't even see all the text on here. He turned comments off. Now it depends on where the supplements are made. They might just be throwing shit in there. They might be throwing. You don't know what you taking. You might be taking some stuff you really don't need. That's why you gotta only use trusted brands. Why would you risk it if you're fighting professionally or amateur where you're gonna get tested? You got two options. Don't take supplements. Easy option. Option 2. Take the approved supplements on the website. NSF approved. We can look that up. It take 2 seconds. Everybody got Google. NSF approved supplements. There we go. NSF.org. Okay. Boom. You can type in your supplement. You can type in your product. Look at that. You can type in whatever. Okay, let me check my product right now. Modafinil. Okay. Manufacturer. Look, you can do. They got every product. All right, wait a second. They got everything you can look up. Creatine, men. They got everything. You can't look that up. Let me look. Okay, you know what supplement I take? I do take some liquid IV. I don't know where it's manufactured. Let's search. I can't even find that. It's not even on there. Okay, maybe it doesn't work as well. Your nutritionist sent you that link? Here, NSF right here. All right, what supplements do I need? Training? I don't even know. See, look, I'm not looking for supplements, but he could find it. Oh, here it is right here, Mush. Certified products, cool. You can find every product you ever need. Oh, you can find every product right there. I just did it in 2 seconds. Every product you guys use. You can see Monster Energy. Is that approved? Yeah, I guess it is approved. I don't know. They got every product over there for you. Somebody put time and energy into this. They got pictures for you. Celsius, can I drink Celsius? Okay, it's okay. And he tell you the purpose. Energy enhancement and pre-workout. Cool. Okay, you can have that. All right. They got all your energy drinks on there too. You can tell everything you guys use. Everything you guys be using, you can find on here. Can I use a plant protein? Okay, good. I wonder what it says when you can't use it. You can find all your products over here. If you're not sure, don't take the supplements.
The training is a little bit lighter already. We have less than 2 weeks for Brazilian national. The most important is just try to visualize like what the situations they're gonna face, drill the techniques, and try to add a little bit of resistance. But like trying to live the moment that they will face in the competition, like multiple times here in the training, just to get like the same feeling, get more comfortable with the scenario. So when they get there, like they have something in mind of like what to do and like how the match it's gonna go. I think that's the best way for you to prepare for a match, especially when you know like a lot of them like they're competing against the same people almost every competition. So there's no surprise like in terms of like what kind of scenario they're gonna face. Like it's very predictable. So I think the most important is to every competition, like you go back to that same scenario, but like you're in a better version, and that's what we try to work.
I believe Jonathan Gracie, he got flagged on the test too.
And this last 2 weeks, like that, since you have to slow down the intensity of the sparring, like that's perfect to do it. training is a little bit lighter already.
My man Guy Mendez, Guy Mendez. I don't really like Guy Mendez. I'm sorry. He's a good coach though. He did have a post. Can we pull up the post? I want to pull up the post. He says, zoom in. He says some stuff I don't really agree with. He says, for almost a generation, psychologists around the world have been engaged in a spirited debate over a question that most of us would consider to have been settled years ago. The question is this: is there such a thing as innate talent? The obvious answer is yes. Not every hockey player born in January ends up playing at the professional level. Only some do. The innately talented ones. The achievement is talent plus preparation. The problem with this view is that the closer psychologists look at the careers of the gifted, the smaller the role of innate talent seems to play and the bigger role preparation seems to play. Okay, that's not a bad thing to say, but I think Dan Luckart had something to say too. Let me see what Dan Luckart was saying. Some people are talented, but yeah, preparation is important. What was that? I don't see the thing I was looking for. What did Dan Luckart say? Dan Luckart said there is zero debate about if there is a such thing as innate talent. Even in the 90s and before, it was widely understood that genetics play a big role in sports performance. So is there no such thing as talent and it's just your genetics? The only real debate in the 90s was the extent that genetics played in outcomes, and we were tightening up research in that area. Zero people who do research in this area would doubt the role genetics play in sports performance. So genetics might play especially in certain sports, your basketball, you're going to need certain genetics. You need to be on the taller side. Other sports, you're going to need more strength. Other sports, you're going to need more explosiveness. You're going to need that special tendon to help you run fast. So your genetics are kind of the base layer, and then, you still got to put in work. But you got to make sure you got the right foundation. Let's look at Miss what's that girl's name? Tracey Cortez. Where did that video go? Yeah, genetics matter. I mean, honestly, humans gotta train. We really have to train. Now, other animals, your gorillas, your horses, they be ready to go. They be up and at it. Now, humans, we be like, humans be like, you know what? It's going to take me a couple decades to be able to do this. Other animals, all right, give me a couple months. I can run fast now. You got to be autistic. Yeah, you got to need some special autism.
Is it just me, or does it seem like whenever a fighter gets involved with Tracey Cortez, their career goes absolutely downhill? Let's get into it. Listen, man, I'm not a relationship expert or anything like that, pretty much the furthest thing from one, but I think there's a very clear pattern here, and after Brian Ortega's appearance on Dominic Cruz's podcast where he opened up about his past relationship with Tracey and just how chaotic and messy it got me thinking, man, I feel like we're seeing a bit of a pattern here. This isn't just a singular example, it's happened multiple times with Tracey, and it's really weird because I don't really see anyone pointing this out. Obviously, Tracey Cortez, she's a fan favorite to many of the MMA fan base, and if you guys don't remember, she was dating Brian Ortega a couple of years ago. From around 2020 to 2023, they were together. It was a very public relationship. It was an interesting situation because it was two big and up and coming names in the sport, and when they got together it was pretty controversial because Brian Ortega had a wife at the time, or a partner at the time, and also had kids. And I don't like to talk about a fighter's personal life, but I think that was a bit of a weird move to completely ditch your family for Tracey Cortez. Listen, man, I get it, but it's a bit of a crazy crazy move. And then obviously they broke up in 2023, and even though there weren't many details that came out, and it feels weird me even talking about this because I'm an MMA channel, but I feel like this has had such a big impact on his career that it needs to be spoken about. Because before this relationship, Brian Ortega was a normal person. He was a great fighter, but above everything, he was a normal, regular person, where since this breakup and since this whole relationship kind of became public, he just does not seem like the same guy anymore. Which brings me into my first theme, post-breakup. Like I said before, man, Brian Ortega just hasn't looked the same since that relationship with Tracey Cortez. He was genuinely such an exciting fighter to watch, where nowadays he looks like an absolute shell of his former self. The biggest thing aside from his actual fights that I want to point out is his interviews and just how normal he came across in them. Like, he was talking normally, there was no weird rants or anything like that.
The rebirth is a nature process that the ego goes through. At the 40-year mark, the ego loses the sharpness of its beak, the feathers aren't as good, and his talons are weak.
But then as soon as he takes a bit of time off, goes through this breakup, he comes back and his interviews just are very strange.
She probably put a spell on him.
Conferences. He's there on stage giving like 10-minute dialogues about an eagle and how this is his rebirth and how he had to pluck his feathers. Bro, it was like a long speech, man. This was just complete different energy from what we were used to seeing from Brian Ortega, and I think it caught a lot of us by surprise. How many guys? And bro, the biggest thing I want to point out that I feel like nobody has noticed is how his accent, like the way he talks, has just completely changed since that relationship. I found old interviews of Brian Ortega when he just joined the UFC and even before the UFC, and you can hear his voice. The accent is completely different. He sounds like he has a regular American accent. A lot of rumors a couple of years ago after Ortega and Tracey Cortez broke up that Paulo Costa was now dating Tracey Cortez. As we know now, these were just kind of rumors. I don't think there was anything true to them, especially because we know Paulo Costa has a wife. But I mean, so did Brian Ortega. But anyway, this photo comes out of them really close
marriage
together.
Don't mean nothing to a Brazilian.
Spending a bit of time together, and then boom,
marriage
Paulo
don't
Costa,
mean nothing. Sorry, Brazilians.
I don't know, man. A lot
I
of
love you
people talk
guys.
about the Nina drama curse.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so bad.
Curse that's not being spoken about enough. And then look at this, right? Paulo Costa, he distances himself from Tracey Cortez, and boom, 2-fight winning streak now. Tell me this is a coincidence. There was also this weird thing that after Tracey Cortez and Pereira announced
some of you guys will still risk it. Danny Chopper
Paulo
might
Costa
still
went on
risk
Instagram and said you can't trust women, fire. Kind of taking a shot at Tracey,
Danny
which
Chopper
I just thought was a bit weird. Which brings me into my next theme, the Alex Pereira situation. Like I said, man,
Alex
you can't
Pereira
take
was
too
smart.
much
He
from
got her
one
out
side
of there.
the story, especially when it comes to a breakup. But then when you have multiple situations like this where she got into a relationship with Alex Pereira at the start of this year, if you guys remember on Instagram, there was this crazy post that blew up the MMA space of them two together. This was crazy,
got
man.
rid of that girl
as soon as I saw this photo, I was just praying for Alex Pereira.
I ain't never seen nobody get rid of a girl that
for the
fast.
downfall. But weirdly, what ended up actually happening was they were together for like a week and then broke up, and it seems like Pereira initiated the breakup because there was this funny video that went around online of Tracey Cortez on a plane with
you're
Alex
gonna marry me,
Pereira.
right?
Pereira's trying to sleep and Tracey Cortez wakes him up, and it's clear Pereira was very annoyed at this.
Baby, are you gonna want to marry me? Alex!
He paid for that business class ticket. He's like, this girl talking to me like this. She gotta go home.
And I think this gave us a bit of a signal.
She gotta
as to
go
what
home
their
in
relationship
commercial.
was kind of like, and maybe being with Tracey
she gotta
Cortez
go home
is
in
like. So anyway, they break up, and then Pereira
the cheap
posts this
seats.
really cryptic video of him
flown back
running
in
in the
business
rain
class.
late at night.
Chuva de vento. Deus é bom o tempo todo. É isso aí, empolgado, motivado, chama!
And I just thought this was hilarious, man. This was a good time to be an MMA fan. Which brings me to my next theme, the podcast.
Who's she dating
Like
now?
I said, man, Brian Ortega went on Dominic Cruz's podcast and gave quite a lengthy response to this relationship and the breakup and why they ended up splitting up. And I think it made a lot of sense. Brian Ortega was saying that she was just too much drama to deal with and that it was affecting a lot of his training camps. And like I said, man, during this relationship, he went on a 2-fight losing streak, had some very weird performances. He said that the training camps were extremely difficult while he was with her because
he kept that girl around for 2 fights
and a lot of arguments. And there was even a point that when Brian Ortega broke up with her, he asked her to leave, but she just didn't leave.
Everybody wants to know what was actually going on with you and Cortez during this time, man.
Finally, I had enough. I was like, yo, man, you gotta go. Yeah. Like my mom, my family, the second they saw that I was a homegirl, they're like, yo, we don't want no part of you. She goes, who that girl is? Like, can she change? I hope she does. But who she is now, you'll never be at peace. Always like training camps were horrible. Like the Volkanovski fight, Horrible.
I just could not imagine fighting Alexander Volkanovski on a horrible training camp. It just does not seem possible. It's an impossible mission to accomplish. So that's why I'm glad that Alex Pereira kind of maybe dipped out a little bit early, because, you know, he's on this cool run now. He's moving up to heavyweight. I just wouldn't want anything to get in the way of that, man. There was also a lot of rumors that Tracey cheated on Brian Ortega, or that Ortega cheated on Tracey Cortez, but from what it sounds like, it just seems like there was a lot of issues, a lot of headache. The relationship was just causing a lot of drama. And you also got to remember, Tracey Cortez is an MMA fighter herself.
That's
and not
true.
to mention,
She
she's
is an
got
MMA
quite a
fighter.
decent record. Despite her losing her last fight, she's still on
That is
quite
true.
a
She is a
decent
fighter.
run, I guess. So I don't know, man. It's a
That's
weird
true.
situation to be in where Brian Ortega used to be a very exciting fighter to watch, but these days he just seems like he doesn't want to be there anymore. And Tracey Cortez, I don't know, just kind of gives me weird vibes. Especially with all of these situations happening, it just seems like maybe there's something to these stories. But I don't know, man. I felt like I needed to make a video on this after the podcast drop. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys do drop a like in this video. Make sure to subscribe as well, man.
Now, you do got to be careful, because sometimes they'll start something, you know, you got your tournament, your fight. They'll start something right before that. You ever see that happen? They'll start something right before, and that'll mess up all your momentum. They'll start something right before, the night before you trying to sleep. I see that happen all the time with dudes. And, you know, the girls, sorry. I don't see it the other way around. But usually somebody start a fight the night before the tournament. You trying to rest, relax, and then you're like, why are you doing this? It come out of nowhere. It'd be cool. You be cool night before the tournament. They get, I don't know what it is. Maybe they get nervous. They feel you're nervous. I think they feel your nervous energy, and then they attack you because you're nervous. You nervous before the big tournament. You know, you stressed out, nervous, and they attack you. This ain't the time to test me. Don't test me right. Test me later. Just like, yeah, Smasher Machine. He over there preparing for the fight of his life. She over here drinking, trying to get him to party. He trying to get ready, man. So you guys need to be careful. I keep telling you guys to be careful. You can't be dealing with just any old person or whatever. You gotta be careful out here. They might set you up. They might want to see your downfall. They don't want to see you win. Some people don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you win. I want to see you guys win, but not everybody else is like me.
Going into the reality
we got this pro bodybuilder. He says this is what bodybuilding is really like, and I thought some of this was similar to jiu-jitsu. So we're gonna listen to this, and I'm not sure what else we got.
the sport, what are some of the challenges that you face that you may have not expected being a professional bodybuilder?
Yeah, so there's a few things, right? Like, one is obviously, we all know we're on hormones and things like that. And I think getting into it really, really young, a lot of guys are super naive to like, I mean, you're changing your brain chemistry. You're changing everything about yourself. So you're playing with your hormones and you're playing God a little bit. So just remember that. I was a little bit naive to that, in that I do think if you abuse drugs and things like that, it can change your personality a little bit. I was lucky enough that I kind of started to see those things and started to pull back. But it was something that I was not really aware of, that it could be dangerous like that, as well as, obviously we know drugs are dangerous and things like that, but you don't know how powerful they are. You don't know where to get them, those things like that. So getting into this sport, that part was very eye-opening.
That's only high-level jiu-jitsu right there.
Western Union and things like that. So I was a little bit naive, if you will, to that side of things. And then just the whole world itself is so niche.
Like jiu-jitsu.
You know, there's a lot of weird and crazy things that go on in this, and with
like
that, there comes some other negative things in bodybuilding that I wasn't really aware of, like on social media and things like that, of one, people being overly sexual to you when that's not what your
like Josiah
goal for this was, but it comes with that because you're posting your whole body.
That's like
and I was a little
Grippo
bit
need to stop
naive
posting
to that
shirtless,
as well,
'cause
if you will.
Josiah.
And then I would say the last thing that I was a little bit naive to is how hate or comments or negativity in general online can actually affect you as a person. Before I had it, I was always like, oh, that's so easy to just ignore and turn off, or like, don't read the comments. But when you're in it, man, it's hard to stay away from it. And it's hard not to see those negative things. It's hard not to see what people say about you. And it's something that I've learned to deal with very well. And that's why we continue to post the things that I post on social media and enjoy to post on social media, is because we've started to find a culture and a group of people that support me and mostly fill my cup up with positivity. But with social media comes a lot of negativity, and you kind of have to learn how to navigate that. And there was definitely no blueprint for me on that. You know, I came into this
a lot of
and
jiu-jitsu
got
guys
so
look like
much
this guy,
advice
minus
from
the
Jay and Branch
boulder
on
shoulders
how to
and
treat
traps.
fans and how to diet
But a lot of
and
jiu-jitsu
how
guys
to
look like this
train. But they really didn't know how to navigate the waters of hate online and how to stay away from comments and those things. You know, Jay kind of got it at the tail end of his career, but he was so loved and such a great ambassador that it's really hard for people to be negative to Jay. And besides that, you know, most of these guys besides Phil and Dexter and them in the older era didn't have social media to have to deal with as much. You know, magazines, they really weren't going to write a bad article about you. They wanted to highlight what was good about you and what you did as a bodybuilder that was great, not the bad thing. So now with these social media channels, you have to know, one, all eyes are on you. You're a professional athlete and people are watching you 24/7. And as a younger bodybuilder, you know, I made mistakes or talked shit online or, you know, talked badly about people when people were recording. And I had to eat the bullet on that and take the hate and take the damage that it did to my social media or getting dropped by sponsors and things like that. And that really wasn't something I was prepared for, to be honest with you. And it probably just came mostly with also the stardom. I was very young. I got fame early. People started following my Instagram very early on. And so even in my amateur career, when I would miss or not peak well, I get a lot of hate. And that really was hard on me at first. It really took me a long time to figure out how to navigate that and understand that, like, yeah, they're making these comments, but they might not know what they're talking about. And the people that know, they know. You know, if Branch Warren and Jay and these guys are telling you you're a good bodybuilder, then like, you're probably okay. But it definitely took me a while to navigate that. And so I'd say that part was probably the hardest for me. The actual steroid side of things, I had a decent grasp on because of pharmacy school. So I kind of knew some of the things I was getting into with that, on like what I was supposed to control, what I needed to look for in my blood work, that I needed to get blood work and pay attention to my health, because these things do change markers and can cause issues. I wasn't quite, I truly had no idea on the doses bodybuilders took, and I never really tried to look into that as a younger kid because I didn't care. I planned on doing sports for a long time, and so steroids really weren't an interest to me until I was actually fairly into the sport and ready to get on stage. And with that, I had a decent group of people around me that could guide me and kind of had a decent knowledge.
Nobody told
I would
you not to
say
do it?
My first coach was a little bit aggressive.
Hey, don't do it. This ain't for you. Don't
because
do
he
it.
mostly worked with people that
They don't have,
weren't
nobody ever tells you
gifted
not
yet.
to do it. Don't do it.
So
Don't
when
do
he
that.
got
Nobody
me,
tells you that.
He found very quickly that like we didn't have to be as aggressive, and we were getting the same response as other athletes. And I think that was also really beneficial for me in that
These people are very
I
easy
kinda
to
knew, like,
manipulate.
okay, I don't have to take what he
They're gonna do
takes
whatever
to
their
get the
coach
same
say. They
response.
don't
So,
question their
maybe I can do this and do it healthily and take care of myself. And then as I've progressed, I've watched myself do some things that I even thought were stupid and had blood work come back good. So that was something that also I wasn't quite sure on getting into this sport or quite knew what I was getting into. But I probably had a little bit better perspective than some of these guys even, to be honest.
These guys playing Russian roulette. We got another video. I do want to see what modafinil is, though. But...
Me sentindo muito humilhada, tem monte de faixa
Got a
preta, viu?
BJJ
Eu falo
versus
muito
Judo,
faixa preta.
Portuguese
Que é
edition.
isso, velho? Mano,
Uh-oh. Watch out, Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper might fall in love.
Parece campeonato o clima.
Danny Chopper
Fala,
might fall
galera,
in love.
bem-vindo a mais um vídeo comigo. E hoje
Fala,
vai ser
galera.
diferente. Hoje vai ser meio que um daily, né? Vlog.
We're gonna skip this part. But she gonna train some judo.
Aí eu vou pôr essa calça. Bora lá fazer meu café da
Oh, whoa.
não,
She
mas-
got the shoes on the bed.
Então,
Red
uma
flag.
coisa-
Red flag. Flag on the play.
que mostra
She
o
got her
tamanho da
shoes
caixa.
on the
Tá,
bed? Nah, I can't do that. You got a date. That don't mean nothing. A date is a date. Danny Chopper out here in these streets. See, Sarah? Sarah, Danny Chopper out in these streets. Now, she got her shoes on the bed, though. That's a red flag for me. No shoes on the couch or the blankets or the covers or the bed. Don't put shoes. You're not supposed to put shoes everywhere. If you go outside of America, they don't even bring shoes inside the house. Now, I don't care too much when I'm home in America, but when you go to Asia or Europe, you got to take the shoes off. The shoes are off at the door. They don't put the shoes on the bed. That's I can't do that. That's still breaking.
Tênisinho, camiseta, óculos, garrafinha de água e aqui dentro.
She got black fingernail polish and tattoo. I can't. Red flag.
Outras paradas.
Flag on the play.
Então bora lá fazer meu café da manhã.
Flag on the play.
Tá aqui agilizado e eu tô aqui fazendo meu café. Pô. Tipo assim,
Alright, let me see what she
uma
cooking.
semana do campeonato.
She can cook some eggs. Every girl can cook
E eu
eggs.
mantive a dieta,
Throw some bacon in there.
mantive o peso, justamente.
I want some grits
pra ficar nessa
too.
categoria
They don't
de
eat grits
baixo
over
agora,
there.
E só fazendo a de baixo.
They be eating what they be tapioca. They be eating tapioca over there. You guys be eating tapioca where you guys are?
Me inscrevi na categoria de
I'm
cima.
not used to eating tapioca.
Por quê?
I might try a little
eu
bit, but I want some
fiquei
grits.
vendo com o Big se eu realmente ia
Bacon,
descer pra
eggs.
7,2. Hoje eu acordei com 7,3.
I want that
Então,
continental
tá
breakfast.
mais provável de eu estar na
Give me the
categoria de baixo
continental.
do que da categoria de cima, justamente pela questão do peso. E também porque é bem melhor, né,
You
gente?
could take the
Assim,
might out of there.
eu
You
tô
go ahead
perdendo
and just strike
peso.
that out.
Já faz
You don't have to put might on him. You could just put. Danny Chopper, Sarah called you ran through, bro.
massa muscular que eu tava quando tava com 70.
Danny Chopper, Sarah called you ran through. You don't
Perdi
take that
alguma
kind
massa
of
magra,
treatment
assim,
from
perdi
her?
músculo. Além do light, ó, temos ovinhos, assim,
Nah, Sarah, we saw it.
mexidos,
All right, let me see what you got.
light, ó, temos
I'm the only person that be watching people's food. Does anybody else be watching what they be eating? We be watching everybody. We be watching everything.
ovinho,
A little bit of toast. That toast is not.
requeijãozinho light. Ó,
That
temos
toast has not been
ovinho,
toasted. That toast needs a little bit of color on there. She put some butter in the pan and put it on one side for a little bit. Or put it in the toaster or something. Nah, he ran through. You don't need to be nice to that man. Danny Chopper, he about to go roller skating. That's how ran through he is. He roller skating. I'm sorry, Danny Chopper. I'm trying to be nice. Let me get back to this girl. What's she about to put on her toast?
cafezinho.
Cafezinho.
E aqui tem umas
Strawberries.
uns
Okay.
moranguinhos lavados.
My bad, Danny Chopper.
Topa demais, mano. Topa demais. Let's go, tropa. O pessoal chegou aí. Tá aí na frente de casa.
She late for her date. Let me stop. I need to stop.
Let's go.
Hey, Brasil.
Cheguei. Ele falou. Skin de praia? Calçadinho de chinelo?
Chinelo?
Que praia é essa?
Oh, she's going to is it training?
É, mó clima
Or
de
is it tournament?
campeonato tá aqui. Mano, parece campeonato o clima. Eu não vim com meu kimono preto porque hoje tem judô junto, daí eu imaginei que eu ia ficar no dress code se eu viesse de branco. Tô na função, tropa.
I don't know if she's a black belt. Is she? Blanco. She's a white belt. Danny Chopper, it's your time to shine. She's a white belt. You got her, Danny
tá
Chopper.
machucado, mano. Bucal tá aqui. Tá o bucal dentro da roupa.
She's wearing a judo gi right now, so maybe she is. I'm not sure what her rank in jiu-jitsu
Dentro
is.
do top. Pronto, o bucal tá aqui dentro. Fé. Me sentindo muito humilhada. Tem um monte de faixa preta aqui e eu sou a única faixa branca, Carlos. Eu e o Pierre. Não tô entendendo a vibe do Pierre, mano. Socando o ar aqui.
Ah, mano, eu tô ansioso, mano. Quero competir, mesmo que não seja de competição.
Fala aí, Pierre, pro YouTube.
Então tá, pessoal, o evento aí é o
So it's a judo tournament.
da Sport Base, da nossa plataforma. É mais que um seminário para nós, é um evento que marca essa festa de início Temos 235 atletas confirmados para vir, atletas de seleção brasileira de judô, atletas que já participaram do Chegou aí para participar.
Olha o Pierre, mano, ele acha que tá na competição,
I think
mano.
it's a judo.
Tá se rolando todo aqui.
I thought it was a judo gi. It might be a
Olha o
jiu-jitsu
cara,
gi,
mano,
but
se
it's
rolando
too
todo.
big.
Não é competição, velho.
Deixa o cara ser
Obrigada, filma isso.
You know, the influencers got to set up their
Quando
camera.
a gente não consegue bater ela inteira, ela fica assim, se esfregando no
He
chão,
warming
velho.
up. That's a good warm up.
Faixa branca, olha isso, Saga.
Que é isso, mano? Eu teria vergonha.
You always got some annoying kids. There's always some annoying kids. Everywhere you go, there's always annoying kids.
Cara?
Flipping
é
around.
isso, velho? Olha como ele vem.
He rolling around.
Moacir é
Where's the tournament at?
Aí tu tem que
Porque ele vem com o
It might be
comando
a
dele de
seminar.
judô.
Claro, vem
Porque se ele tivesse vindo de
Uh-oh, he's
de
making his
jiu-jitsu,
move on
ele ia
her.
vir de
Get
roxo.
away from her. Get away from her.
Mês que vem a gente vai fazer o vídeo, então.
He making his move. That's the black belt. That's the black belt technique right there. It might be a seminar. I can't tell if it's a seminar or a tournament. She needs you to protect her, Danny Chopper. That black belt moved quick. He came. He went all the way across the venue.
Pode acordar 4 da manhã também, não, né? Acordar umas 6, 6 e meia, tá mais que isso, tá bom, né?
Papo de coach não tem pode acordar 5 horas, água com limão, água com sal.
Some people are wearing jiu-jitsu gis. Some people are wearing judo. Where the rest of the video at? She got 176,000. Wait a second. She on the Brazilian YouTube. How she got all them? Where the rest of it go? Oh, she an influencer. Where the rest of the video go? Oh, she an influencer. Wait a second.
Fala galera, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo e hoje estão aqui pra fazer o desafio.
Uh-oh, they ain't Chopper gonna be over there.
Feminina, vamos lá, Tainara, e hoje a gente vai ter
They do a night defense. They do a night defense. Well, not this time. Is that a Gracie Academy? That's how Sarah be training. That's how Sarah be. Where'd the knife at? Oh, the knife was on the ground? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You gotta run. If they get the knife, you need to run away.
Vai ter que pagar 20 flexões no final. E é flexões devagar, tá? A prof que vai contar. Eu vou falar, vocês vão abaixar e voltar. Maria e Tamara. Vamos lá.
How many Apex gyms are there in the world? There's too many gyms named Apex. Where's the knife at? She don't throw it down immediately? These girls got a lot of tattoos. Oh, that's not a good way to start. These girls got a lot of tattoos in Brazil. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, you about to get stabbed. The thing is, you might stab yourself. She stabbed herself in the leg. She stabbed herself in the leg. Oh, she's just throwing a knife. Oh no, run away. If somebody get the knife on you. Oh no. See, that knife tell you can't really fight in the streets. When that knife go down, I feel like Sarah would stab me. Sarah might pull out the fire stick on me. Sarah, put the fire stick down. Sarah, put the fire stick down. Make your jokes now, Alec. No, Sarah, no. Ah. Sarah, I got the knife, but Sarah got the blicky. Wait a second, Sarah. We could work this out, Sarah. Oh no, she stabbed her right in the kidneys, in the liver. Sarah might pull that fire stick. You try to grab that knife, Sarah pulled the fire stick out on you. That's some good training. Oh. Yeah, they get that. Now, Danny Chopper, you might need to be careful on your day. If she pull out that knife on you, you're going to have to roller skate away. Danny Chopper going to have to roller skate away. Go, Danny Chopper, go. Get away from her. And they just throwing a knife. You're not supposed to throw a knife. You're not supposed to throw a knife. Don't you know that's pointy? The way they're grabbing the knife, they would be cutting themselves. Now, if somebody got a knife, that's a fight to the death right there. They broke the knife. If I can find that. All right, I think I'm done. I don't want to see anything else. I got nothing else. Oh, wait. Last video. Sarah, you sound like you got experience. Sarah, what you been doing in life, Sarah? Look at Danny Chopper. Look at Danny Chopper with the eyes. So modafinil is actually for narcolepsy people and sleep disorders. Those are ADHD medications. Those are performance enhancers too. So it's a non-stimulant. These guys can't wait to drug you people up. He can't wait to prescribe you some stuff. So modafinil, it's expensive. So why would it be in Canuto's supplement? Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how they got in your in his supplement. It said it's expensive. He said modafinil expensive. How'd that end up in your supplement? I do want to see if they... You know when I go big mode, I'm about to get out of here. It's 9 o'clock over here. Danny Chopper got his date. I just want to see what he popped on exactly. Didn't say. Dun, dun, dun. I can't find it. Dun, 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 dun. I don't see it. All right, I'm done. All right, I'll see you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Stay out of trouble. Be safe. Be healthy. Who else is telling you that? I don't hear these other superstar. I'm not a superstar. I don't hear these other influencers telling you that. All they say is buy my DVD, buy my supplement, buy my blah, blah. They trying to sell you on. I'm not selling you on nothing no more. I'm not selling nothing. Just laughs, laughter, and joy, and jokes. That's it, man. We'll be back. We'll be back hopefully Monday. That's the game plan. And take care of yourselves, all right? Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. You know I'm playing my song. This is for Danny Chopper.
It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network.